Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Let's go. 1, 9.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
When I see Cameron Wake make plays like that, I can't help but shake my head sometimes. He had to go to Canada first before he came back to the NFL, where he's now an all-pro.
Yeah, undrafted out of Penn State, but look at him now.
Just think about all the pass-rushing moves he has, his ability to play against the run. Remember, he was a combo outside linebacker, defensive end. Now he's just simply one of the best in the NFL.
Just fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. He got 29 yards that time. Now Cutler on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Landry, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forcing incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Throwing again, it's Cutler. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Shamarko Thomas. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So back out on offense come the Buffalo Bills. And the first playoff appearance this year in 17 seasons.
Say it one more time, partner. 17 seasons.
Longest drought in American sports. Well, it was. And now Seattle Mariners. Sorry to the folks in the Pacific Northwest.
Bring them into it, huh?
Yeah, they top the list now. But, you know, how they got into the playoffs and kind of what all they've gone through and all the question marks at the quarterback position, I think it turned out to be a pretty rewarding season in Buffalo.
I would agree with that. Very rewarding, celebrated. I mean, you saw these fans, you mentioned 17 years, they've stuck with them through the entire time. To see defensive tackle Kyle Williams and his son in the locker room as they watch the Bengals help them get to the playoffs when they upset the Baltimore Ravens, and the pure joy of that locker room. When they landed back in Buffalo after having beat the Dolphins to get there, and for that crowd waiting for them. And from what I heard, a whole lot of Buffalo Bills fans were in Jacksonville for the playoff game as well, just celebrating the fact that they're back in the playoffs. And I'm not sure there's a city that loves their team more than Buffalo loves the Bills.
And let's not sell Kyle into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On first down, Drake. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. But they face a second and long to start things out. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Out of the gun, it's Cutler. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And no move to get Cutler off the field. He stays out there, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Cutler. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Again, it's McCoy. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
On 3rd down, here's McCoy. And some space here. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Taylor running the option left. Room here to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. They'll go again to McCoy. Pretty move by Shady. And past the 30 down to about the 27. Yeah, he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed so quickly at the end. Taylor now off the bootleg. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
It feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
On second down, here's Cutler. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Now Cutler. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Cutler. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's 3rd down. Again, it's Cutler. He's got his man. That's Landry. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. On first down, it's Cutler. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. That was signaling a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Now Cutler to throw on 2nd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So the D-line's going to spread out. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. Just 1 yard to go here on 2nd down. Taylor with a give to McCoy. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Let's go! Ohio!
Now they'll throw with Taylor. Forced out to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go! What? None! What? None! Hut! Flex round!
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Here we go! Flex round! 38!
Now Taylor on first down. And an alley to run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Ohio! Ohio! Come on, let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! What? None! What? None!
A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Taylor hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
I thought that might break big. Screen pass.
Towards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams.